You know, if you have yet to prepare your home for this weekend's snow and ice, today is the time to do it. Bargain Supply Company over in Phoenix Hill is one of several Kentuckiana hardware stores stocked up for what's to come. That's evidenced by the mountains of salt that you can see outside of their store. Now, the store says even when the snow starts to fall, they will be open. Now, one of the worst snow and ice storms that Kentuckiana has seen happened all the way back in 2009. Most of you probably remember it. People were stuck in their homes without power for several days. Now, we aren't saying that this weekend storm is going to be as bad as that, but LG&E told us that since that time, they've made some pretty big changes to prevent such widespread impact.
We've invested a lot in stronger poles, stronger wires, really hardened our system for storms. We, have plenty of crews on standby. We have 40 stations across the state where if the storm hits one part of the state, we can deploy our crews to another part of the state wherever the storm is the worst and where we need them the most.
LG&E's website has a real-time outage map feature where you can check estimated outage times. We're going to be continuing to follow any possible power outages throughout Sunday and into Monday and beyond. And Mallory, that is something that we may very well have to do because you're talking about there's a potential for some snow, but also quite a bit of ice depending on how this thing moves.
Right. There's a lot of factors in play here. And with the overnight models into this morning, the weather models, it was kind of showing a slight nudge to the north. So that would push that snow more so off to the north, the ice potential more so over the Louisville metro area, and the chance to rain down to the south. So a lot of factors in play here, but one thing is certain, you can see all these winter weather alerts that are in effect Sunday into Monday here. So this winter storm will impact areas from Kansas over to Ohio and then continue to track off to the east into early next week. But here at home, we're looking at those major travel impacts Sunday into Monday. Travel will be worsening Sunday afternoon, evening into Sunday night. And we are looking at definitely a mix of precipitation, snow, sleet, ice and rain, all in the forecast across the Kentuckiana viewing area. And taking a look at the futurecast as we head into Sunday. So today and tomorrow looking fairly quiet as we look ahead to Sunday morning. It does look like this system will start off as snow for many of us. Those temperatures will certainly be cold enough at the surface in the 20s and cold enough throughout the atmosphere for snow to be the primary precipitation type, at least at first. But as this low continues to track east and northeastward, you're getting more of that pink in here. And that pink here is a wintry mix. This purplish line, that's your freezing mark at the surface. And you can see with this particular model, it does keep that south of Louisville. So that means what does fall for much of Kentuckiana would be frozen precipitation, and that rain would freeze on contact, therefore becoming freezing rain. Heavy snow stays off to our north. Once again, this is Sunday afternoon and evening when we see that wintry mix, rain to the south, closer to the Tennessee border, some storms in the deep south. And then as we head into Sunday night and Monday morning, we get that cold air on the backside of this area of low pressure. And that's when we could see that precipitation type transition back over to all snow before ending Monday afternoon and evening. But just a visual look at what our precipitation types look throughout the area. You can see mostly snow would stay off to the north. As of this morning, it looked to stay north of 64. And you're looking at those heavier amounts really throughout central Indiana, central Ohio, central Illinois as well. We'll likely see that transition zone somewhere in southern Indiana. Much of Kentuckiana, Louisville metro included, down to Litchfield, even Campbellsville possible here, a mix of ice or that wintry mix and snow. And then down to the south, closer to the Tennessee border there, you're looking at what could be rain at some point throughout the day, Sunday afternoon and evening. And as I mentioned, this all has to do with temperatures all throughout the atmosphere. So you have to be below freezing for this to fall as snow. But if you get what's called a warm nose, which we likely will with this system, that will transition you into sleet, which would cut into your snow totals, and also freezing rain. So a lot to keep in mind here. We do know that behind this system, those temperatures really do plummet. Your 6 to 10 day temperature outlook well below normal for our area. Right now we're sitting at 33 degrees in Louisville. You can see colder air off to our north. We did have a cold front move through early this morning. Feeling chillier with those northwest winds, feeling like 21 degrees out there. So blustery today, but quiet. Chilly tomorrow as well. And then we have those weather impact alert days Sunday into Monday. We should have a better idea on potential totals of snow and ice in our evening newscast this evening. So you certainly want to tune in then. Otherwise, you can see, as I mentioned, behind this system, very cold air locking into place with highs in the 20s, overnight lows in the single digits and the teens.
you very much, Mallory. Something we'll be definitely checking in on, and we'll continue to follow the storm throughout the weekend. But there are plenty of things that you can be doing right now to prepare for the impending storm. We spoke to Louisville's National Weather Service about some advice they have to keep you safe.
Best case scenario is more snow. Ice is bad. Ice is never good. I always tell people, don't make a mistake and hit the brakes hard, okay? Slow down. Get your salt melt now before it sells out. Scrapers, batteries, non-perishable food if you lose power. Some of our area is going to get a bunch of ice.
And of course, we will continue to follow this, and you can continue to keep an update on what Mallory and Ben are both saying through the WHS 11 Weather Impact app.